Okay, so just a short snippet to talk about progress on the bodywork. As you can see, we've managed to get the Loco onto the milling machine. There are some advantages to having decided to buy a big and awkward one. And so I've just got that blocked onto the table to sort of hold it still and square so that I could drill some of the holes in it. We've screwed the end pieces to angle just with a couple of bolts for now to set them in place. As you can see from the still photographs, I've also trial fitted the roof, which we rolled up at South Durham Model Engineers, and it's starting to look quite good. I think you can see how it's going to go together, and it's really clarified how the corners are going to be, because whilst I think the original design imagined that there would be angles set in the corner, actually screwing those to all of those rivet bolts on the ends and the sides would be difficult. And also I needed to move the side out a little bit to give some clearance for the battery. You can see we've got one in there, and that fits exactly so that there's enough clearance for the motor and gearbox in the middle. The two blue things are the spouts from a fuel tank that I've installed under the running boards, but that will hold the fuel for the petrol engine when it arrives, and sits between the frames. So being as how the sides need to be a little bit farther out, what you wind up with is a bit of a gap here on the side, and I think that's okay. I've been trying to figure out how I was going to get all this in place, and I think I have a conclusion. Just a second while I get a bit of strip. So what I've decided is that I'm actually going to fit the stiffening strips to the outsides of the end, so they'll go something like that. I need to find some suitable material, and that will be riveted to the outside exactly as shown. But what it'll allow us to do is to cover up the gap, but also it provides support for the end plates, because they'll be supported by the actual sides of the Loco. I think you can probably see that there, and that will help with some of the predicted curtain siding effect that we've got to avoid, whereby it's possible to collapse the body by pushing on one end of the roof. Just for reference, the hinges are in place. They were made up hinges with bits of copper pipe attached to the edge of 1/2 inch strip with 1/16 inch steel wire just pushed through them, and they've bolted straight into the bottom. At this end, as I say, the battery's going to go, and in fact that will slide this way a little bit, and as we said, provides enough clearance on the back to allow the motor and everything to fit in. So one of those will go each side, but I think it's quite neat. You could just manoeuvre that properly, and then we'll fix it with magnets. We've actually just got one there now, and that supports it quite well, but I think magnets installed under the roof will have everything in place. So a trial assembly really has helped us understand how this is all going to go together. As I think somebody once said, onwards.